It's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now a run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Another carry for him. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. They couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Into this drive with a run by Allen. Very small gain, if anything, here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock. And not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Come on. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First down throw by Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Stroud throwing here on first. Pass caught by takedown. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Completed to his running back. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Throwing now on 1st down. Buying some time right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he is able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
On the set.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. 4th down, pass coming. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off. Turnover on downs. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that. But this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. First down, Stroud. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
On the quick, right?
Running the counter, Allen. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans. It's Allen again. He gets loose down the right side. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 13-0 lead. McLaughlin sets on the extra point. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Bronco 80. Ready.
You just get the play off. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. We've reached the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Toss play, short side. Hands around him, he's got space. There it is, touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers start to fight back with their first points in this game.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the package.
That's no good. The veteran missteps one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Harrison Butler set to kick off.
Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Allen. Hits some space around midfield. Here he goes again. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
From the red zone now. Finds the in route complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans lead by 14. Nico Collins with a touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Texans lead by 15 now. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Go!
And they'll pitch it out to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Here we go.
Throwing on seconds. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Get it.
3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers trim the lead down to 9. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want, in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Chooses to bring this one out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
All right. 18. What's up?
This is Allen on the give. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
18. What's up?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
18. What's up?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
19 Tiger. Come back, team.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Got it. Ready? Let's go.
Lone back gets the handoff. Has some space inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Back to the well again. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Now it's Stroud. Caught by Collins on the slant. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go.
This is Allen on 2nd. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's good for a couple of yards. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. So a great handoff to Allen. And just a yard here before this play goes out. It's 2nd and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there, forced to take it out of bounds near the line. Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Connecting on the slant. And this is near the 1st down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Here's Stroud. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. So this solid 1st half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
And he gets in for 2. They're going to go up by 2 scores off of that play. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Ready? 79, 40, 70. Ready?
They'll throw to begin this drive. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. One play in, Brock and his drive is already in enemy territory.
60 vices, 60 vices. Cut 19.
Working on first down. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up 3rd down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Ethan Evans on that a punt. And he'll try to hit this one well.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Here we go.
Slot man motioned over. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. Rolling into enemy territory. Keeps it moving. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Okay, we are watching the showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. It's his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. So it's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a two-point conversion coming up. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. That catch gets him two and turns this into a one-score game once again. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a one-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line.
22 yards. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10.
First down throw by Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Goes to the hurry up here. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Again, Stroud. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Offensive line fast.
13 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. Into the house it goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
I gotta believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick, it was a pick six.
Here go the Steelers again, lining up for 2. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Allen out of the shotgun. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, Stroud. Completed to his running back. Escapes a defender. Has a hole left, room to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
tried for two, but it doesn't work out.
42. Steelers 30.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's out a little short of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Get it. Pass it.
Sending him on the dive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. Got the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Steelers' 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be first down, Houston.
At the 12-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball. Do so on a stud tight end. That's big time.
And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9, and that brings up 3rd and short. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Caught out wide. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Allen has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Stroud completes it quick. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Now running with Allen. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a two-possession game here in the fourth. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy in that 2-point conversion. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Toss now to the short side. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Go! 19 Lions!
Desperation time here on 4th. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Hey, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. Still fighting forward. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans have likely locked up the win right there. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Texans go up by 19. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run. Brings up 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Dropping back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did for 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Wow, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Look the high. Look, 19 Texans. White Tony. Hey, Uno. Hey, south.
Right back to Allen. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Throw here, 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throw left side, complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives them 1st and goal. Here's Strand again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
35-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Dragon 60.
Here he goes, one final shot. Hits his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So the Texans come away with their own win. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.